Hello, 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 everybody. Hi. So my name is Eve. This is Eve's Creations Paint Party, and it's Friday night. What? Say hello, hello, hello. If you're painting with me tonight, let me know if anyone's painting with me tonight. Let me know if anybody's new to the fam. That's important too. I need to lower my music because feel like I'm going to be shouting. We don't want any shouting. No shouting. Of course, we have to give props to you know who. Oh, yeah. He's sleeping. He's a-sleeping. Yes, he is. So, obviously, we're doing a couples retreat tonight. There it is, all set, ready to go. Let me show you my handy dandy table. And we'll be all set. Sorry, I'm trying to do some new buttons on here, and I don't know what's happening. All right, handy dandy table going on here. All right. Oh, lots of Tina B is in the house. Hello, Tina B. All right, comments are coming in real quick. Cindy is in the house. Hello, Cindy. How you doing, sweetheart? And we've got Diane. What's up, my love? How are you tonight? Everyone's good. Amy is here. Amy and your boyfriend are having a date night. Hello, boyfriend. Hello, Amy. Welcome to the fam. And we have, let's see, who else? Denise is hanging on with us tonight. Hello, Denise. Welcome to the fam. We got Renee. Renee is hanging out with us tonight. Welcome to the fam. Let's see. When I scroll, it gets all weird. I don't know why. All right, Rhonda's hanging out with us tonight. Hello, Rhonda. How you doing? Welcome to the fam. Kim is here. Hiya, love. How are you? Marie's hanging out with us. Welcome to the fam. All right, so we got Jess hanging out with us tonight. Welcome to the fam. And we've got Carla. Hello, Carla. Welcome to the fam. And let's see, who else do I have? We got Renee. We have another Renee from Florida. Hello, Renee. Lori is hanging out with us tonight. Hello, Lori. Welcome to the fam. April is here. Hiya, love. How you doing, sweetheart? All right. We have another Lori. She found it. Yes, you did, sweetheart. You're in the right spot. Welcome to the fam. Tia is here tonight. Welcome to the fam. Let's see. April. Randa is painting this for her dad later on. Oh, I love it. 6,000%. Rhonda is good. Excellent. Lisa's hanging out with us. Welcome to the fam. We got Debbie in the house. She's hanging out with us. Welcome to the fam. Sylvia, hello, love. How are you, sweetheart? Your brush set is on its way, and we got Vicky is here tonight. Hello, Vicky, and we've got Kim is saying hello. Josie's hanging out with us tonight. Welcome to the fam. We got Christine. Welcome to the fam. All right, so if any of you don't know what I'm doing, I'm writing everybody down so I could turn around and do roll call. I do roll call in the middle of my videos. So welcome to the fam. We got Angelus, I don't know, I'm a big name botcher. Welcome to the fam. Amanda's hanging out with us. Welcome to the fam. We got Lillian hanging out with us. Welcome to the fam. All right, let's see. Where'd everybody go? Okay, so I got Christine. We got Mickey hanging out with us. Welcome to the fam. I got Amanda. I got Lillian. We got Maggie hanging out with us. Welcome to the fam. And Sylvia's doing fine. Barbara's hanging out with us. Welcome to the fam. Hello, everybody. I'm writing like a little... Whoo! I'm writing like crazy. All right, we've got Irene is hanging out with us tonight. Hello, sweetheart. We've got Crystal hanging out with us tonight. Hello, sweetheart. All right, so we have Carolyn. Hi, Carolyn. How are you, lovey? And we have Kathy. and Amy. And thank you so much for the stars, Irene. I really appreciate that. You're amazing. Okay, and let's see. I think I caught up. Woo! I caught up. So we're good to go. Handy dandy table. Let me show you my handy dandy table. All right, so of course we have the job in the house. We have our water. The brushes this evening. This is Big Boy. He is a 1-inch flat. This is a tiny. He is a small round for details. We have Mini Me in the house. He is a brush. He's kind of like our crayon. And he looks just like Big Boy. That's why I call him Mini Me. I have a small fluffy brush in the house. So this is to do fluffy stuff. And we have Mr. Nifty. He's a cool little brush I found for details. And you can make sure that you let me know your address. The paint, always the same paint. Every single party we got white, yellow, red, blue, and black. Always the same. And Crystal is hanging out with her son tonight. Hello, Crystal and her son. Hello, my man. How you doing, sweetheart? And April sent some stars. Thank you so much, guys, for the stars. Those of you that don't know, stars is to send support. They're a penny each, so thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. I'm going to put you guys in your handy-dandy holder. Right, get you all situated here. And move your holder so you can see the whole painting. I cannot show you both at once. I can't show you the painting and what we're working on at the same time. So if you need a reference, take a screenshot. All right, I work on a 16 by 20 canvas, 20 this way, 16 straight up and down. So if you're working on anything smaller or a little different size, that's okay. As long as you're in the general area of your canvas that I am in, you're going to be fine. All right, so take your screenshots, get yourselves ready, Freddy Spaghetti. And, whew, is it hot in here? I think that was the rush of excitement. Ooh, you all popped on. It was like, hello, right off the bat. All right, so we got that going on. I've got all these weird little buttons going on. I don't know what's going on with so anyway, I try not to hit buttons because I don't want to screw anything up. All right, so hi guys. Hello everybody. All right, so you guys ready, Freddy Spaghetti? Screenshot. What? Take it. Amy, I use acrylic paint. It's Blick Acrylic. It's Blick Acrylic from dickblick.com. That's what I use, sweetheart. So, I'll show you. I will show you. So, every single party, every single video I've ever done, I use the same colors and the same paint. And that is my paint. Okay, hello, Mickey. How you doing, sweetheart? Thank you so much for the stars. I appreciate that. 6,000%. All right, so we're going to do blending tonight. I did share my how-to blending video to the event page. Not sure if anybody... Hello, Mia. How are you, sweetheart? Hello, love. How are you? And Irene is here. Hi, Irene. How are you doing? I'm going to need an oxygen tank for this roll call. I love it. 6,000%. Absolutely. Okay, so we're going to be blending, guys. So I'm going to swirl tap that Big Boy. He's my 1-inch flat. And we're going to get this party started. Lori, where did I get the big pump bottle? I got the big pump bottle off of dickblick.com. Dickblick.com. Okay? That's where the big pump bottle came from. Alright, so. Oh, it's the almighty blank canvas. It's so scary. But we're going to hit it with our almighty brushes. Yes, we are. We are going to hit it with our almighty brushes. And to blend, I have to work rather quickly because my lights are very hot. All right. So, and also when you blend, you want your paint to stay wet. So this way, it's easier. You can't, Thank you so much, Murray. I appreciate that. So you can't blend dry paint. It's just not going to happen for you. It's not going to happen. All right. So I'm going to take Big Boy. I'm going to swirl tap dab them. You want your bristles to be wet but not dripping. Dick Wicks. Oh, Diane, thank you for that reminder. All of my videos are kid friendly, so I'm going to try to watch this thing. And if you guys could watch your comments, that'd be awesome, because making memories is what this is all about. Yes, absolutely, 6,000%. So I'm grabbing Big Boy, and here's my palette, and I'm going to grab yellow, and I'm going to grab some white here. All right, yellow and white, and we're going to turn around and boop, right in the middle. Right in the middle. Everybody find their center. Ready? Let's find our center. Oh, side out, and we're going to hit it with paint. Okay, so when you do your yellow, you want to make it, you want to make the area bigger than what you actually want it to be. So, because it gets chewed up really, really, really fast. So you want to turn around and make your yellow area bigger than what you actually want it to be. Okay, and like I said, I'm going to move rather quickly, and hopefully this doesn't dry on me as I'm trying to show you guys blending. Alrighty, so we're going right in the middle. I'm going straight across both sides, just like this. Swoop, swoop, swoop. Right, so across the whole canvas. And just every time you see my hand go away, I am grabbing more paint. So, right, yep. So you're going to have like a big yellow stripe going across the whole center of your canvas here. A big yellow stripe. Yes, we're going with a big yellow stripe. Because you want this area to be bigger than you actually want your yellow to be. So, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab red and white. Okay, so a little bit of red, just a bit, and then I'm going to grab my white, and I'm going to grab my white that has the yellow in it. That's fine. It's all good. So a little bit of red, a lot of white, and we're going to go around our yellow. So you want to start off away, you know, in the clean canvas area, and then you're going to work your way in. Okay? So you start off in the clean canvas area and you work your way in. And if you notice, I am just swiping really fast, right? So I'm starting in the clean area and I'm going to work my way in. Okay? And the more you go back and forth, the more blended it's going to become. All right? And you could go over it a few times. Like, there's no paint on my brush anymore. Not really. And as I go over it like this, it's all going to soften out and blend together. Okay? And now I want to do the same thing up top. All right? So, a little bit of red. Grabbing that white. It had the yellow in it. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Whole big glob of white. And we're going to go on top. Yes! Alright. And my paint stayed wet. What? It dried a little bit right there, but that's okay. I can deal with that. Alright. So, start off in the blank canvas area, and you just work your way down. You just work your way down. That's all you need to do. Okay? And then you go back and forth. And it's your painting. It's your creation. You can add as much. This should be looking kind of peach for you. Thank you so much, Anita, for the stars. You're amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are all warming my heart tonight. It's so nice to have so many new family members on. You're going to like it here. We like it here, right, guys? All right, so the red and the white. And I'm going to just go on the sides now. Okay, and I'm going to add some more. So this is just the red and the white. Notice I started as far over as I possibly could. Got the most paint out of my brush. And now I'm just going to work it into the center. Okay, so you just work it into the center. And like I said, the more you go back and forth, and you could turn your brush this way if you want to, get some of those little streaks in there. And the more you work it back and forth, the more blended it's going to become. All right, guys? So I'm grabbing a whole big mess of colors. See that? So that's white, yellow, and red on my brush at the same time. And Diane says, can you slow down slightly? Yes, Tia, and I will re-explain all of this. I am working fast because my lights are so hot that I'm going to give you time to catch up. No worries. I just have to work quickly because my lights are so hot and it dries my paint really fast. So, but I will repeat everything to you guys, and I'm going to stop right there so you guys have a chance to catch up mustard. Yes, you do. So, and I will repeat what I just said, okay? So, how I started with yellow and white, and I covered pretty much the whole center of the canvas with that. One big yellow stripe going right across. And then while that is still wet, you want to grab red and white, and if there's some yellow in it, that's totally fine. And you're going to start off where the canvas, there's nothing on it yet. You start there, going back and forth, and then you work your hand up into the yellow and white. And the whole time you're doing that, you want to just keep wiping back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And the more you do that motion, the more blended your colors are going to be. Okay, and I did that on the bottom, and I did that on the top. Same thing, I started where the canvas was empty, and I just kept working my hand downwards into the yellow. And if you notice, see how much yellow I'm left with? Not much, because it gets eaten up very, very quickly. Now for the sides, what I did is I used a little less paint, and I started all the way on the edge of the canvas. I started all the way over here, and then I just moved in to where the yellow was. So you want to use a little less paint, little less, is that right, English? I don't know. You want to use less paint than the bottom and the top. How's that? All right. So you grab some, not as much paint, and then you go back and forth from the side into your yellow, and then back out again. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And the same thing on the other side. And then what you can do is, I'm going to swirl tap dab my brush, and I'm going to get all of the paint out of them. So I'm swirling, tapping, and dabbing. And with a nice clean, oh, I got to swirl some more. The more you swirl, the cleaner it gets. Yes, your yellow does get eaten up quite a bit. So, but I'm gonna do something to fix that if that happened to anybody. No worries. So, I'm going to swirl, tap, dab my brush, and it's nice and clean, and it's wet, and you can turn around, and you come from the center and pull outwards, and this will soften your blends also. Alrighty. So, everybody catch up mustard. If you lost a lot of your yellow, no worries. We're going to do, I'm going to show you a little thing to get it back, okay? So don't stress it, and you want to stop right where you've got like the pinky peach going on. Okay, that's as far as we got. That was it. 6,000%. Whew! What a rush with everybody popping on. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Okay, so the trick. If your yellow got eaten up completely, 6,000%. What you're going to do is you're going to swirl, tap, dab your brush. You're going to get all of the red out of them. You're going to get all of the red, and then the trick is you want to go back to what we started with, the white, clean white. Don't grab any red with it. Clean white. clean yellow, clean white and clean yellow. I got a little too much white on there, okay? So clean white and clean yellow. And what you can do is you can go back in and you could add the middle part back in. So you start right in the center again, and then you just flick into the red like that. And just pay attention if your brush picks up red paint. If it picks up red paint, you have to clean it again, all right? So you want to make sure that you just have clean white and clean yellow on your brush. And you can start in the center, and then you just pull it into your red. And you just want to check your brush, because if your red's still wet, your brush is going to pick it up. So you just want to check your brush to make sure it's not picking up any red paint. So those of you out there that had a little fun with the pink and the peach and wound up losing your yellow center, April, this is how you're going to fix it. All right, yellow and white in the middle, pull it into where my red area is, and just flick it back in. And like I said, you just want to make sure you pay attention that you're not picking up any red paint on your brush. And then, yep, see, 6,000%. And then this way you can work your yellow area back into your painting if you have to. Another trick I want to show you that's really, really, really cool. Those of you that like the golden thing going on. Okay, so yellow gets swallowed up like he's got no backbone. He doesn't show up to the party. Those of you following my makeup journey, I went with browns and golds today. He's got no backbone. He doesn't have any staying power. So he doesn't show up unless you add white to him, number one. And number two, he gets bullied, right? So all the other paint just goes in and says, you know what? We're taking over, and then he disappears. So you have to learn little things to get him back. Yeah, he's like that friend you gotta help at the end of the night. The one that disappears on you. And you're like, where did yellow go? Where's yellow? Yellow's missing again. What happened to yellow? Alright, so one trick I want to show you. That's really, really cool. I swirl tap dab, big boy. He is nice and clean. Right? No paint in them at all. And I'm going to grab just yellow now. No white, no extra colors, nothing of that sort. I'm grabbing just yellow on my brush. And I'm going to turn around and I'm going to kerplunk my brush once. And then I'm going to get the drips off of it like that. Okay? And then you can take this brush that has the yellow paint on it, and you can add that really pretty golden color right here. Let me give you a close-up. Close-up! Ah! See that nice golden hue? Howard, hue. That's what that trick does. So you want an extra wet brush, and you want to be grabbing just yellow paint, and you can go in, and like I said, if your red is still wet, make sure you're not picking up any red on your brush. Note to self, move your iced tea away from your water. Oh my God, April, that's awesome. Yeah, don't be cleaning your brushes and your drinks. So, I am adding this really pretty golden color. Stay towards the center. Stay towards the middle. Don't go down here with yellow. Don't go up here with yellow. Stay towards the center of what's going on. And you can turn around and just grab. You can also dip your brush first. You can also dip your brush first without any paint on it. And then you're just going to go like this and get the excess drips off of it. So this is holding a lot of water. And then you could grab just your yellow, okay, with your very, very wet brush. And that's awesome, right, Amy? That was hysterical. So, and then you could turn around and add the golden color. Isn't it so pretty when you do that? I love that trick. A lot of you that have already painted with me, my Tina and my Carolyn and my April and my Diane and let's see who else is in here. If I missed you, you know I love you. You know I love you. I already know this trick, but I love this trick because it just makes the prettiest golden colors. I love this trick. 6,000%. 6,000%. Okay. So, how you doing, Tia? You all caught up now? Hi, Francis. How you doing? Hello, Francis. Tia, you all caught up now, love? Okay, I just had to move quickly because my paint dries fast. So, alright, and I'm just going to sweep back and forth and smooth that all out. And then we're going to add our pinks, and then we're going to add our blues, and we're going to make purples. So, most of this painting is the whole sky and the blending and everything else, so I want you to have fun with it, take your time with it, okay? And I'm going to do the transitions nice and slow for you, so this way, because the whole painting's blending, and then we're going to add the black silhouettes into it. And also, guys, think, right? Think what you want. Think, what do you want on your swing? Do you want the boy and the girl? Do you want two girls? Do you want two boys? Do you want yourself and maybe your kitty cat or your puppy? You know, however you want to do it. Are you going to make one taller and one shorter? And if you're going to not do the boy and the girl, you can go on Google. Google has a button that says images. It's on, like when you go onto Google, it has the search bar, and underneath there's things written. So like the second button in says images, and you can search cat silhouette. Hit images, and you're gonna get all these silhouettes, all these black frame outs of the cats and the doggies and what, or anything else you might want to put on your swing, a squirrel, whatever. But if you're looking to do a silhouette of an object, right, just an all black object, that's what silhouette is, that's how you find it. Okay, so you guys can find whatever you want to do on your swing. So if you're waiting for me, and while people are catch-up mustering, you can start investigating that for yourself. Okay, so I'm going to swirl tap dab my brush. And again, I'm going to move quickly, but then I'll give you guys some time. Alright, I'm going to swirl tap dab my brush. I want to make sure all of the yellow is out of it. No more yellow. We're done playing with yellow. We're over it. We're over it. No more playing with yellow. We're out of here. Yellow's out of here. And if you guys have any questions at any point during this whole feed, 6,000% ask me. Okay? Because this is your time. This is your party. Everyone's having fun. You have friends that are painting with you. I love that. It's amazing. So what I want to do, and I'm going to grab clean white because I had some yellow in there. You don't want any yellow at all. Right? No yellow. We don't want any of the yellow anymore. Yellow is not our friend anymore. So I'm going to grab white. And I'm going to grab red. And we're going to bookend it here and here. Okay? Top and the bottom. And this part right here, what you want to do is you want to grab white paint. So this piece right in here, because if this isn't wet anymore, it's going to look like mine. You want to grab white paint, and you're just going to soften it out. A nice light sweep with the white paint, and you're just going to soften it out. So I'm going up a little bit with hardly any paint on my brush. Again, I'm starting down here, working my way up. If you're getting that very harsh pink line, you just, so I'll do it again so you can see what I did. So I'm going to turn around and put my pink. Okay, and if there's a very harsh line between this and this, you want to grab just white. Just the white. And you want to put that in between the two. And then you could work it up. Once there's hardly any paint left on your brush, you can work it up into the dry area. Alright, so, and soften it. See how that softened right out? And it's not like, you know, because I don't want any of you guys having the Lifesaver sky. Like a row of Lifesavers. We're going to try to avoid that from happening. So I'm going to show you as many blending tricks and tips that I possibly can. Alright, so now that I dealt with that transition, another big word, now that I dealt with this going into this, now I could just turn around. And as I'm working my way down, I want to grab more and more red. I want to grab more and more red as I work my way down. More and more red as you work your way down. So when you get to the point of it being pink and red, when you get to this point, then you could grab your blue and white. So, and a little bit of blue goes a long way. So I'm just going to put it on the corner. I'm going to grab my white from the side. And we're going to put it right starting down on the clean canvas. And then work your way up. Clean canvas, work your way up. Clean canvas, work your way up. And you just want to keep going back and forth. Back and forth. The more back and forth you do, the more blended it becomes. And stay in this area. Don't start traveling up to where the yellow is. Okay, you gotta make sure. Stay in your lane, man. Stay in your lane. So you don't want to go traveling. Alright, no traveling. Make sure you stay in your lane. Alright, so I'm going to start down here on this corner. I'm going to start away from everything. Blue and white on my brush. And I'm just going to work upwards. I'm just going to work upwards. And go back and forth a lot of times. And as long as your paint is still wet, you're going to get this really pretty purple thing going on. I love it. 6,000%. 6,000%. And let's do the other corner. So I hope everybody's having an amazing Friday. Those of you that were talking to me when we first popped on, I kind of missed those conversations because I was trying to catch everybody. So if you guys want to chit chat now, we can. I'm all settled in now. We're good to go. We're good. We're ready to rock and roll here. Alright, so, but I think everybody's having fun with their sky and their blending because none of you are talking. Oh, and those of you that want to know, replays are always available. They're available on my page and they're available on my YouTube channel. I'm going to share the YouTube link right now. Also, it is always free to watch, so tips are appreciated. You guys keep the lights on, so I have Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, and the stars are enabled, so I'm going to share those links with you also, okay? And you all warm my heart, and anyone that sends me support that's $3 or up, message me privately your address and I will send you Mr. Nifty brushes for free. Okay, so message me privately your address and I will send you Mr. Nifty's for free. Okay, so I'm going to post all those links right now while you guys are having fun. And then we're going to do the top part. We're going to do the top part. Yes, we are. So, and there's that one. And I think PayPal's already doing its thing on this feed. So, okay. So, we're going to do the same thing on the top. So, I'm grabbing Big Boy. I gave him a little swirl tap dab to get the globs of paint. Doesn't this look so pretty? Look at my paper towel. I I started before the live so I could focus on the tree and silhouettes. My straight lines are never straight. I got you, Tina B. I got you. So, white and red. And we're going to go up here with the white and the red. Oh, look at that. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. So if you ever get an oh, no, you pull it off with your finger. And then you take some clean, wet, you take some clean paper towel that's wet. And you just hit it automatically, and you can erase it right off. All right. So if you ever get an oh no, that's how you get rid of it. All right. You just clean. You just grab a clean, wet paper towel, and you can wipe it right off. So I am doing the red and the white again, starting away and working my way in. Okay, and then once I have that on there, I am going to grab my blue and white. A little bit of blue. And my white. And I'm going to go to the tippity top. Start there, and then work my way down. Start up top, work my way in. And you just want to make sure you don't start hitting your yellow area. I mean, the yellow's dry by now, so it's not going to give you like a big green stripe, but you know, let's not chance it. Let's not chance it. And I'm going to swirl tap dab my brush, get it nice and clean, and with just my wet brush, I'm going to go right here, and I'm going to just soften that out even more. So that's another trick to blending, that you can go in with just a wet brush and you can soften all the paint out even more. Okay, so you got lots of tricks to blending tonight. There you go. There's another one. 6,000%. Yes! So I finished my coffee. I got to get my soda. I'm going to do roll call, and then we're going to start our... we're going to start all our stuff that's actually in the painting. It's actually in the painting. Okay, so now you want to make sure you have nice, clean, black paint that's nice and soft and loose. Cheers to everybody. So, I have this going on. What I want to do is, let's do our little clouds first. So, the original... Hi, Pauline. How you doing? Hello, Helen. Helen's a watcher tonight. Hello, hello, hello. We got all sorts. We got watchers. We got creepers. We got painters. Pauline, I'm sorry. I saw your messages popping on, but I can't answer you when I go live. And no worries. The replay is always available on my page and on my YouTube. So you can be a watcher tonight, and then you could watch the replay to be able to paint along. Okay? No worries. Mickey, I have bad poison eye. Oh, no, Mickey. Everybody send healing prayers to Mickey. We need healing prayers to Mickey. That's got to be very painful. Ouchie, ouchie. So, I'm going to take my fluffy brush. And those of you that, I use the same brushes every single party too. So those of you that want to work with exactly what I'm working with, I do have my brush sets available. Every video I've done for the past 2 years is the same brushes. I keep my supply list the same. Every single party, the same. Everything's the same. You're welcome, Mickey. Janet is a watcher tonight. Hello, 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 Janet. How you doing, sweetheart? Janet's in the house. Oh, yeah. So, I'm grabbing my fluffy brush, and I'm grabbing my white paint, and I am going to smush, 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 right? So it's not globby, and a very, very light touch. And I'm just going to do little swirls. Little swirls like this. Okay? And then you want to go up and down and very lightly. You want your paint to run out. I'm going to give you a close-up in a second. You want your paint to run out. And then you just, when your paint is pretty much gone off your brush, you just want to do a little back and forth motion, a little zigzag zoom on the bottom. So let me give you, a close-up of what I just did. So I'm going to turn around and grab my white paint, and I'm going to smush, smush, smush. And when you keep swirling, even though you have hardly any paint left, see how you have this see-through right here? You want that, okay? And I'm gonna put my next layer of white on here. I almost dropped my whole palette off my table. It almost just landed all down my leg. Oh, that would have been fun. So I got white paint here. You don't want to lose that, okay? And then you start somewhere else. See how it's bright because there's a lot of paint. And then you go up, you go down, you go up, you go down, and I'm just doing a swirling motion till there's no paint left on your brush. And when there's no paint left on your brush, you can still work the swirl, working the swirl. Oh yeah. Okay, and then when there's really no paint left on your brush, you want to do a little back and forth zigzag motion and soften the whole bottom. And that's it. That is it. 6,000%. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. I'll give you a close-up. Close-up! And I think there's a spammer like in the mist here. So guys, just remember, there is no login. There is no sign up. There is never, ever, 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 anything where I ask you for a credit card. Yeah, somebody's spamming my account right now. Never. I'm always live from my business page. And there's never a sign in. There's never a login. There's never any time ever I ask you for any payment information. Ever. I do that if someone's purchasing something. That is all done between you and me on private messenger. So please keep that in mind and please be safe. Okay, white paint smushed in. Gonna start my swirl here. Go up, go down, go all around. And we're gonna keep doing this. Now keep your center open because that's where we want our sun. And you're gonna keep doing this until you don't have any paint left on your brush. And then you're gonna do it some more. You're going to do it some more, and then you're going to swipe back and forth. You just put money on my, oh, yeah, the links I shared through here, yeah, I'm sorry, that was confusing. Thank you, Pauline. I did ask you for support. So the links on my feed right now, the PayPal, the Venmo, and the Cash App, that is 100% me. And thank you so much, Pauline. What I really meant, thank you, because that is true, is if anybody's saying, oh, you need this card to log into the event, or you need this, or follow, DM, whatever, yada, 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 that they put, any of that kind of stuff, that's all spam. But when I say I'm sharing the PayPal link, like the PayPal link is on this feed continuously, that is me. And I'll say, here's my Venmo link, here's my Cash App link. Like, I will announce that I'm sharing those with you. Okay? So, alright. Thank you for clarifying that, Pauline. I didn't think of that. So, good looks. Okay? So, when all your paint's gone, you're just going to go back and forth. Now we're going to find our center. And we're going to grab Mini-Me. Finding our center. And Mini-Me is a flat shader brush. So I'm going to find my center. And you're going to go above halfway. So let me move you back so you get to position. So here's halfway on the canvas. Here's my center. And then you want to mark your spot with a dot, a white dot. So here's halfway. You're going to go above halfway a little bit. Then you're going to go to your center. And you'll pull it across, and then you can mark it with a little dot. Okay? Once you have that dot marked, that sounded funny. You're going to turn around, and you're going to do a full circle around that dot. Yes, I said a full circle. So you want a parentheses this way, and you want a parentheses this way. And you're going to fill it in. Gonna fill it in. Just white paint. That's all I'm using. And you don't have to make it perfectly white. Okay, you can leave the yellow coming through. This is our sun. And remember, the more you play with it, the bigger it's gonna get. So try not to keep playing with it. And once you have it filled in, then you're going to take your brush and you're gonna zigzag zoom the whole bottom half. And this is how you get the right sized reflection for your sun or your moon. Okay, so you're just gonna, this is a new brush. I don't want to zigzag zoom too much because I don't want to kill it. So I'm just going to swipe back and forth like this. And that is how you get the right size reflection for if you're ever painting a half of a sun or a moon. That's how you do it, right then and there. Hi, Katie. How you doing, sweetheart? What's up, lovey? Now I'm going to grab a little bit of yellow. And I'm going to do a little bit of yellow in here. Just going back and forth a little bit. A little zigzag zoom action. Here, there, not everywhere. Don't cover all the white you just put in there. Just here, there, not everywhere. And I'm going to take a little bit of yellow and I'm going to put it curved inside my sun. Okay, here again, here, there, not everywhere. I don't want to lose the white. Hello, 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 Sheila. How you doing, sweetheart? I don't want to lose the white. Okay, so I'll give you a close-up of that. Ba-bam! There you go. Okay, so now we're going to make mountains. Isn't that awesome? We're going to make mountains. Yes, we are. So, you want to go with your black paint, right? So make sure your black paint did not get all goopy while we were doing all this stuff. So make sure it's nice and loose and thin for yourself. And it's going to flow very nicely. If it's getting goopy, add a little bit of water to it. And I'm going to take a big boy. If you can't, if you're not good at drawing a line across, turn your canvas vertical, and then you can just drop the line down. Okay, guys? So, heck, I'll do it. Alright, let's do it. So I'm going to take my canvas, because up and down is easier than straight across. So I'm going to take my canvas, and I'm going to move it up and down. Of course I'm having trouble with the bracket. Oh. Alright, so I'm going to take my canvas, I'm going to move it up and down. And then this is where my sun is. So I'm going to take my black paint. I'm going to make sure it's nice and loose and thin. And I'm going to wipe it across my palette to get a nice razor sharp edge. And we're going to turn around and I'm going to hold my brush towards the back. You don't want a death grip. If you do a death grip, you're going to get wiggly and you're going to get thick. You want to turn around. All you control freaks, move your hand back and shake it out. Back here, okay? Here's my sun. So I want to put my mountains in. And I'm going to go a little bit below my sun, like maybe a little finger. And you're just going to pull. Straight down. Just like that. And I'm going to get some more black paint. I'm going to hold back here. And my sun's here. So I want to go a little bit below my sun. I want to line up with this one. I should have you know what? I should have done this one and then dropped it in. So I'm going to turn this around. My bad. I should have did the top one first so I can line it up nice. Okay, so let's turn this around. And I'm going to turn around and pretend to follow this line. Get it past the point of my sun. And swoop. Drop it in. And the faster you go, the straighter it's going to be. The faster you go, the straighter it's going to be. Turn my canvas around, and I didn't line it up at all. Oh my God, that's so funny. Oh, I try so hard, right? It didn't even work. And I went like all the way that way too. Oh well, I tried. I'm not stressing it because the next thing we're going to do is take Mini-Me. And you can do this with Big Boy too, but I'd rather do it with Mini-Me. I'm going to grab my black paint, and we're going to add the mountaintops. So I'm not stressing it because I could take my Mini-Me with my black paint, and I could just hold my move my hand, hold my brush horizontal, and I could just bring it across like this. And then I could leave my hand where it was and bring this across like this. Okay, so we don't have to stress it. There's another way to do a line across. And if you guys are going to get really nutty, you could turn around and do painter's tape or whatever. I mean, there's lots of different things you can do to get a straight line. Okay, and now I'm just going to add my mountaintops. So wiggle, squiggle, here, there, whatever you want to do. And I'm going to make sure that this and this are centered. And leave this, don't do that. We're going to do the triangle with a different brush. Don't try to do it with your big brush because then you're just going to get more and more globs, and then you're going to close up. You're going to close up right across, and you don't want to do that. And my stuff sometimes is off center or crooked because I'm painting from the side. So as long as you guys have it, you know, pretty much centered and straighter, that's fine. Because I'm painting from the side. See how I'm set up here? I can't paint standing in front of it. You guys aren't going to see nothing. So sometimes my stuff isn't centered. Sometimes it's a bit crooked. But the process is the same. My result doesn't always come out spot on because of my perspective. But as long as you guys get it right, that's all that matters. It doesn't really matter what I'm doing. You know, and if I'm ever painting something and you want me to show you something and it's not part of this painting, ask me, because most of these paintings, most of my instruction paintings, I wind up painting over. So if you need to see something and it's not part of the painting, ask me. I will paint it somewhere on the canvas. It's so I'm going to grab Mr. Nifty. Like I said, anybody who sends me $3 or more of support, I send you this brush for free. You get 2 of them. And he has a really fine point, and he's really good for details. So I'm going to put black paint on him, and I'm going to do my 2 little triangled corners here on my mountains. So 1 there. And I'm afraid to look at this head on. I know this is crooked. I just know it's crooked, but that's okay. That is quite alright. So, swirl tap that Mr. Nifty. Let's do a little bit of roll call. Actually, a lot of bit of roll call. Let me get a big breath of oxygen here. If I miss you, let me know. So, I have Lori and Carolyn, Tina B, Cindy, Diane, Amy, Denise, Renee, Rhonda, Kim, Marie, Jess, Carla, Renee, Lori, April, Lillian, Pauline, Helen, Katie, and Sheila. We have Onita and Kathy and Lori and Tia and Lisa and Debbie and Sylvia and Vicky and Josie, Christine, Mickey, Angelise, Amanda, Janet, Amy, Marie, Mickey, Maggie, Barbara, Irene, Crystal and her son, and Mia, Irene, and Francis, and Onita. And hello, Christy. I haven't seen you in a good minute. How are you doing? What's going on with you? Sue is here. Hello, Sue. Amanda's hanging out with us. Hi, Amanda. Denise is here. Hi, Denise. Okay, so sorry if I missed you guys in the beginning. My bad. And Katie is hanging out with us here. She's here. Hello, guys. And Vicky is hanging out with us. Hi, Vicky. Hello, Vicky. And Amy's still here. That's good. I'm glad you're still here. And Mickey's still here. I'm glad you're still here too. I'm glad everybody's still here. Okay, so we're going to do the heart. You accidentally connected the line of the mountain, so I'm backtracking a little to recreate the sun. Let it dry first. Stop playing with it, hon. Just stop playing with it. It has to completely dry. Hi, Myra. How are you, sweetheart? Renee is here. Oh, okay. You can always put the clouds in later. Teresa and Sharon is in here. Hello, Sharon. I'm running out of room. hello, Sharon. How you doing? So who connected their mountains? Who's here that connected her mountains? Hold on. Amy. So leave it alone. Got your trusty hairdryer. Perfect. Okay, let it dry completely, 6,000%. You're gonna have to. Renee is gonna watch. Awesome, Renee. Sounds good. You're gonna have to do white, and yellow. All you guys did the same thing. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, no. Your mountains, well, you know what? They could connect. It's not the end of the world, guys. It's not the end of the world. So it's okay if they connect. Robin's hanging out with us tonight. Hello, Robin. So we're going to do the heart. That's fine, Jess. Go rogue. We totally support going rogue. Rogue is where it's at. We totally support going rogue. Rogue. Go rogue. Go rogue. Go rogue. 6,000%. Go rogue. Okay, so nice. So your water reflection. Let's see, we got Allie. I'm missing some of you guys. I'm really sorry. I'm going to try my hardest. But Allie is hanging out with us. And Andrea. I'm going to write you guys down. And you're enjoying watching. You don't want to mess up what you got. I hear you, Renee. All right, so we're going to turn around. And Tina B, you ready for me? I'm going to take my tiny brush. I want to make sure that my paint is nice and loose and thin, so I'm going to add a little bit of water to it. Because you want it nice and loose and thin. And I'm going to roll my tiny brush. Make sure there's no globs on it. Hello, Carrie. How you doing, sweetheart? Carrie's in the house. And we want to turn around and... you want to find your center. Don't put your hand in your mouth. And Lola is hanging out. Hello, Lola. How are you, sweetheart? So don't put your hands in your mountains if they're wet. Don't put your hands in your mountains if they're wet, okay? Gina's hanging out. Hi, Gina. How you doing, sweetheart? So find your center, find your sun, and you're going to start, and you're going to just do an arch out this way. Okay? Hello, Carrie. And Lola's doing well. Awesome. Thank you, guys. There's lots of first-timers on tonight. So you want to do an arch out that way. Kind of like you're making a big M bird. Like a really big M bird. And then you're going to do the one on the other side. Okay? So you do an arch the one way. Then you do the arch the other way. And then... taking a break, you'll catch up mustard on the replay. Sounds good, April. And oh, see, look, what did I tell you guys about smudging your mountain into your painting? And look what I did. I smudged my mountain into my painting. Water, clean towel. Water and clean towel. You could also use spit, but that was a really big black smudge. So if you hit it real quick, like, you can get rid of it. Okay, that's how you erase acrylic paint. Okay, so, black paint. I got my two arches. I'm going to make sure I don't have any black on my hand. And now I'm going to swing this around and stop at my mountain. So we're going to swing it around and stop at my mountain. And the same on this side. Swing it around. Notice I'm pivoting my hand. Right? So I'm swinging it around. I'm pivoting my hand to do that. And then I'm pulling. Like I'm leaving the brush still. And I'm moving my hand to make my shape. So when I do my arch, I'm moving my hand in a pivot. And then when I want to do a straight line, I'm pulling the brush. I'm moving my hand straight. So you want to move your hand, not the brush. You want to move your hand, not the brush, when you're doing different things like this. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do, this is like brand new black paint, so this paint is like really, really, really goopy. But like I said, it doesn't matter. As long as your guys' come out good, that's fine. So I'm just adding more water to it. Once I have that piece done, you find your center over here, right? Drop it down, mark it for yourself. Put a little mark there, okay? And then you want to, now you're going to bring the bottom of the heart down. And again, I'm going to move my hand, not the brush. So what I want to do is I'm going to turn around, and you can do it piecewise too. So if you want to follow this curve and then just start working your way towards that dot. Again, move your hand, not the brush, and try not to keep going over it and over it and over it, because the more you play with it, the bigger it's going to get. And then on the other side, right, I'm going to follow my curve, and I'm going to pull it in this way. Just like that. And now you can connect it to your dot on the bottom. And this doesn't have to be perfect down here, because you're going to be putting grass in and a swing in and all of that happy stuff. Okay, and I'm going to connect this one to the bottom. So, congratulations, guys. You just did the scariest part of the whole entire painting. Yeah, so that took some you-know-what's-its. And you did it. So, good job. Okay, you guys got this now. Now it's all downhill from here. That's the, whew, that's the hard part right there. That was the hard part, and you did it. So good job. Now, what you want to do, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Big Boy now. I'm going to take Big Boy, and you can use your smaller brush if you're not too comfortable with your bigger brushes yet. And I'm going to thicken the trunks out. So I'm just going to follow along my tree, and I'm going to make it smoother. I'm just going to follow along my tree that I made. I'm going to make, have it be nice and smooth. Just pulling my brush. And then I'm just going to pull out this way. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Make sure it's nice, flat, thin point on your brush. Make sure your paint is nice and loose. I'm going to follow along. Make it a little smoother. Notice I'm holding it close. I'm doing a very light touch though. And the faster you pull, the more smooth your line's going to be. And when I hit this point, I am just going to pull it outwards. Or you could pull it straight down too. If you want to pull it straight down, you could pull it straight down. However you want your tree trunk to look, it's fine. And you're just going to color in all this part black. You're just going to color this whole part black. And don't lose your V right there. Okay, so you're going to color this all in black. Fill it all in. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now we can breathe. We did our heart. We have one more braid move to make, and that's putting our swing strings in. Swing strings. Try to say that 5 times fast. Swing strings. Swing strings. Swing string. Swing strings. No, that's not happening. Okay. And on so over here and on the other side, I am just going to follow this V, and I'm just going to put the rest of the ground in. And I'm going to follow this V, and I'm going to put the rest of the ground in. And I'm just going to fill it with black. We're just going to fill it with black. That's all. And the same on the other side. And now what you want to do with that is you're going to turn around and you're going to put a little black paint on the tip of your brush here, and you just want to flick upwards. Flick, like this. Flick, 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 just like that. And you're going to get all these cool little grassy things. And when I did my how-to on techniques, brushes, like whatever that how-to was called last week, right? April was saying how she loves to do this with her fan brush. So if you are holding on to one of those, you can put black paint on your fan brush and do these flicks. That will work just as well. So if you want to get fancy about it, you can put black paint on one of your fan brushes and it'll do the same thing. And every time I'm just keep reloading my brush, and I'm starting off in the solid area and I'm just flicking upwards. That's all I'm doing. And then if you want some more pronounced, and keep looking at your brush, guys. So he's getting kind of goopy, so I'm just going to wipe him off. So then he's nice and thin and flat again. So sometimes, sometimes it's not your technique. Sometimes you're not paying attention to what's going on with your brush. And that's very important, because if you have globs on your brush, guess what you're going to get on your painting? Anybody know the answer to that one? Globs. Alright, you can also turn your brush vertical, and you can do flicks upwards to get some more pronounced pieces of grass if you want to. It's totally personal preference. Whatever. It's your ground, it's your grass, you do whatever you want to do. But you can get some more pieces that are a little more pronounced. And the same on the other side. Yes, April, your fan brush. And the same on the other side. So you can do that. Now, you're going to do the same thing in here, but don't go nutty, because you don't want to lose that V shape, okay? You don't want to wind up having that gone. So I'm going to hold here nice and close, and I'm going to do like mini flicks, okay? It's still a light touch. If you press hard, you're going to get solid paint, so you have to make sure that you're pressing lightly. And I'm just going to do some mini flicks. Very light, 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 light touch. Light, light, light touch. And we're just going to do some mini flicks in there to, make that like that's the ground too. but you don't want to lose. You don't want to lose your triangle. Okay. So that being said, now we're going to turn around and put in our spring, our swing. So again, big boy, I'm going to wipe them nice and flat. I'm going to make sure my black paint is nice and loose and thin for me. Okay, all of these things you have to pay attention to. So, nice and flat, no globs going on, razor sharp, whoosh, cut you like a knife. Okay, I'm actually going to grab a little bit of water, and I'm going to go into my black paint. This is brand new black paint. I just opened the container, so it's very, very, very thick. And then I'm going to wipe it off on the side of my palette to make sure I have a whoosh, razor sharp edge. And we're going to bring the swing down. Okay, so I'm going to hold back here. So a little bit of control, but not where. See, when you hold here, you wind up pressing harder. And this is like a lever. It'll do the line for you. Okay, you don't have to press here and You hold back here. Okay, guys? You put it straight up to your canvas like this. If you're not working on an easel, I recommend doing this with your tiny brush and then just move your hand, not the brush, and this way you could slide it down. Okay, so if you're not working on an easel and it's on a tabletop, take your tiny brush and you just move your hand down holding the brush. Remember when I moved my hand, not the brush, to do these pieces? Same concept. Move your hand down, not the brush. Faster you go, straighter it'll be. Alright, so those of you on an easel, nice and flat, bump, 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 hold back here, straight onto my canvas, and pull. Faster you go, straighter it'll be. And other side, and pull. Bam! Just like that. And then you just want your line across. And you could do like a couple little zigzaggies if you want to, because that's just fun and it makes it look like it's wood, right? Like a piece of wood. Okay? And then I'm just going to take Mr. Nifty with my black paint. Thank you, Marie. I'm going to take Mr. Nifty with my black paint and I'm going to put my little bows up here. I'm going to put my little bows up here. Close up! Right, so we're going to put the, now don't put your hand in this. I'm trying very hard not to put my hand, I'm like working really hard not to put my hand in the black paint. Like, I'm really trying to focus here. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, so I'm going to take this small brush and I'm going to make my black, yeah, I have to keep thin in my black because it's brand new paint. So it's really extra thick. So that's okay. You just want it nice and loose and thin so it flows better. You don't want to make it too thin because then it becomes transparent. But you want it to where it glides. Okay, you don't want to be pushing goops around. That's not any fun. So I'm going to take my smaller brush, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to finish off my branches with a couple of curly cues. So when I'm done with this live, on the event page, I'm going to put a spot for you guys to share your creations. We share as a family and we love hanging out together and we comment together as a family. So, and you could do your curly cues any way you want to do your curly cues. You don't, you know, if you don't want the curly cues, then don't put the curly cues in. It's all up to you. It's your tree. It's your curly cues. So do what you want. Okay, so I'm going to just put all these little curly cues coming in off of my branch. And what you want to do is you want to follow your branch and pull off from it. Don't do like little sticks like this. So you want to follow your branch. I'm going to try to do this so you can see me actually painting it. So you want to follow your, yeah, let me switch to the bigger brush. Let me switch to tiny so you can see what I'm doing. You can't see what I'm doing because my hand's in the way with Nifty. Okay, so tiny, small, round brush. And you want to follow along your tree. You want to follow along your tree like this, and then you pull outwards. Like that. Okay? So you want to follow along your tree, and then you pull outwards. So you're going to follow along your tree here, and then pull outwards. Okay? So this way you don't wind up with, I call them teeth. I call them teeth branches because they're just like straight lines coming straight out from your branch, and we don't want that. We don't want that. And you just want to do a little curl around. Whatever you guys want to do. And fill in all your little curl arounds. On the original, I had a thick branch coming out from the side. So you just, again, and I'm just going to press a little harder. You follow along and pull out. Thank you, Christine. Thank you so much. So you follow along and pull out. Next Friday is going to be a really fun one too. And then the same on the other side. I had one on the other side. So I'm going to follow along my trunk and pull out. Okay, so, but it's your world, it's your branches. Put them in any way your little heart desires. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to go back to Mr. Nifty, and I'm just going to pop a few more in right here. Okay, so I'm going to finish this off. Put a little doozy what's-its on that side. And I'll show you guys next Friday. And every single Tuesday, since there's all new fam in here, every single Tuesday I do a how-to Tuesday. And sometimes I'm piggybacking what we're going to paint Friday. So, like when we did the sunflowers and, the dandelions and butterflies, I did a how-to on how to paint wood. I did a how-to on how to paint dandelions. So then this way, kind of like what I shared to the event page, I shared how-to blending with you guys and how-to trees. So I try to send share the instructional video, the how-to video. So this way, when we get to Friday, you can have a little practice time when you're going to do the actual painting. So that's what we do here. So this Tuesday is going to be a how-to Tuesday, and I don't know what you guys want to do because Friday's painting is hibiscus and hummingbird. So you guys want me to do a how-to hummingbird? We can do that. You want to do a how-to hummingbird and do how-tos on how to paint hummingbirds? Because the hibiscus is just a flower, and I've done how-to flowers before. So I think you guys want to do that how-to hummingbird before Friday. We can do that. We can totally do that. Okay. You could totally make one of these into a weeping willow if you wanted to, April. You just turn around, and a weeping willow is, April, all you need to do is you put your stem going straight up, and then you follow along that stem, and you just do all these arches outwards. So you would put your stem straight up like this, and then you just do one of those. And then the same on this side. So you put your stem going straight up, and you just do one of these coming down. And then you add to it. So you add here like that, and you add here like this. And then you do your, when you do your branches off of it, you just, everything is curling. And then you smush your fluff on it. Hi, Bonnie. When you smush your fluffers on it, you want to start here and then work your way down your arched lines. That's all. That's all the weeping willow is, sweetie. You got that. You can do that. Okay, so I also did a little flower detail right here. So it was 2 stems. Okay, guys, don't add a weeping willow to your painting. It's not part of the original. I was just showing April how to do one. I mean, unless you want to. It's up to you. So, I did a little flower. So, here's my center. And thank you so much, Bonnie, for the stars. You're amazing. Those of you who don't know or have never used the stars, and now hands of a clock with my petals. So you can add a little flower to your painting here. So center, and then hands of a clock. Boop, boop. 4, 5, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. I don't know. Whatever o'clock it is. Okay, so you can add some flowers. Alright, so I'm going to switch to tiny. And we're going to do our silhouettes. And we're going to be all set for tonight, guys. How amazing is that? Oh, and when I switch to the white, don't let me forget to tell you to put your waterline in. Alright, so when we switch to the white paint to finish up our little details, I got to show you the waterline. Hi, Bonnie. How you doing, sweetie? Yeah, I was wondering if you're going to pop on tonight. 6,000%. So, yeah, we're going to do our little silhouettes. So, what you guys want to do is, I'm going to use Mini-Me. I'm going to use Mini-Me. And, oh, I wanted to show you Friday's. I forgot. So, this is Friday's painting. It's on a 10 by 20. It's one of the only times I've switched up from what we're doing. So, this is Friday's painting. Hibiscus and hummingbird. And we're just doing down the one side, and then you guys can add to the other side if you want to put a saying, or this is actually for my sister. And once we're done with the painting, I'm putting the saying she wanted. So you can put a saying, you can put butterflies, you can put more flowers, you can do whatever you want on the other side. But it is a 10 by 20. It's one of the only times I'm switching what I'm working on, and it's hummingbird and hibiscus. So, next Tuesday, I'm going to do a how to paint a hummingbird. Okay, Tuesday night, same bat channel, same bat place, same bat time, 7 o'clock Eastern, and you guys are going to be all set. Thank you so much, Bonnie. They are a penny each. So, thank you, sweetheart. Yeah, so guys, hit that star button, you know, and thank you so much for the PayPal and the Venmos and the Cash Apps. You know, unfortunately, art supplies aren't free. So, I do sell my brush sets. I have that available. What else is my commercial, Bonnie? Bonnie's like my, Bonnie's my, what do they call that? Not producer. Promoter. Bonnie's my promoter. She's my promoter. Okay, so, Mini-Me, black paint, and to do your people silhouettes. So, close up. Okay, Katie, thank you so much for joining me tonight. You have a great evening, love. Okay, so close up. And we're going to do our silhouettes. So the first thing you want to do, depending on how many people you're going to put on your swing, you want to make a triangle for each person. Okay, so my swing has 2 people. Thank you so much, Bonnie. So I'm going to find the center, and then I'm going to put a triangle on the, I just put my hand in my flower now. Anybody else's hand look like that? Mine sure does. So I want to put a triangle here. And if you're making one person bigger or one person, you're so welcome, Myra. I love doing this. I've been doing this for about 2 years already. So, if your person's going to be taller than the other person, just make your triangle bigger. You know, whatever the case may be. And even if you're doing an aminal, I said that wrong on purpose. Even if you're doing an aminal, you can start off with the triangle. Okay? So, once you have your triangles in, parenthesis, parenthesis to make your circle. Parenthesis, parenthesis to make your circle. I certainly appreciate all you do, and I love your brushes that you bought. Definitely one of the reasonably priced brushes ever. And you love Mr. Nifty. Thank you, Bonnie. That makes it all worth it. Thank you so much. That warmed my heart. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, so, and parentheses, parentheses over here. There it is. Okay, so there's my two little heads, and I'm just going to fill them in. Yeah, Renee, if you're going to make your aminals. I have one that, you know, if I was tipping it a little too much, so my joke was, ossifer. Instead of officer, I go ossifer. I switch the S and the F, or the C and the F. Okay, ossifer. I didn't know I was going down the wrong way on a one-way, ossifer. Thanks, Mickey. Okay, so my two heads. And then I'm just going to give them shoulders. So with the girl, I'm going to come out a little bit, and then I'm going to fling outward because she's wearing a dress. Spare aminal, yes, right? Shoulder and pull outward. She's wearing a little dress. And then for my gentleman, I'm just going to pull out with my shoulders and then come straight down. So, I'm going to do that. Okay, and I'm going to fill in the black on the swing part here. Also, so you have to turn around and make sure, I didn't do this proportionally. My apologies. When you're doing a silhouette, that the body is supposed to be two with a head. So thank God, these guys just became little kids, because I didn't do that proportionately. And that was my bad. So, so the head, the body's supposed to be two with a head. And then the legs, but since they're sitting, the legs are going to be double the head too. In a standing silhouette, it's the rule of twos. It's the head, 2 for the torso, 4 for the legs. But since they're sitting, it's 2 and 2. Okay, so I kind of made these a little short, which is fine for the body because they could be little kids. So that is fine. But if you're going to do an adult or something bigger, it's head, 2, so head, 2 for the body, 2 for the legs. Okay? Right? Speaking of legs, let's put their legs in. So I'm going to find my head, I'm going to come down, and I'm going to go a little on either side. And I'm just going to pull. And the same on the other one. Head, move my brush over on either side. And pull. And then I just did little like circles for the feet. So I just did like little circles because, you know, we don't have to get into all that. Like that. And then their arms. So I started at her shoulder. And then I just swooped out for her arm. Started at her shoulder, swooped out for her arm. And the same for him. Started at his shoulder and I kind of went straight for his. And then over here I go straight. So then this way you can see their arms crisscrossing in the middle. So him, I just went down a little bit and then a little butt. Time to end the video. Eve can't talk anymore. I just went a little bit and pulled straight, and on hers I did a swoop. Okay, so that was the difference there. And then I'm going to take mini me. No, nifty. Whoo, nifty. I'm grabbing nifty. That's what I'm grabbing. Okay. And just do the details. So I gave him spiked hair, just like that, and I gave him 2 little ears. So ear there, and an ear there. I'll give you a close up. See, isn't he cute? He's so cute. So that's my little guy. And then for the girl, I did a swoop outwards here. And then I did a swoop outwards here. And I did little flicks on the end for her little Pippi Longstocking pigtails. Lily Smith, yes, we're finishing up our painting, Lily, but the replays will always, always, always be available on my YouTube channel or on my page. You know what it is? You know what it is, Renee? It's, I do so much talking that the mouth just, he just quit. The mouth just stops working. Because I do so much talking, I have to talk through the whole thing. So what happens is my mouth doesn't connect with my brain anymore. He's just like, it's break time. I'm leaving. I'm not going to work right. That's what happens to me. Right? 6,000%. Anyway, a little close-up of our little girl and her pigtails. How adorable is that? And now we're going to, yes, exactly. So now I'm going to turn around and I'm going to do my details in white. And you guys are going to be all set. So, 6,000%. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with us. All we have to do is our details in the white. And everybody's going to be ready to rock and roll. So I'm going to grab Tiny. You guys understand. That's good. I'm glad somebody understands. It's nice to be understood every once in a while. Tiny brush, small round, white paint, and do your dots around your little twigs. So that April's willow trees here. Don't pay any attention to that. So there's my twigs. So boop, boop, boop. Do little dots around them. Thanks, Diane. I love you, sweetheart. Gina's one of your favorites so far. Thank you so much, Cindy. So you're going to do your little dots around your branches, however many you want to do. Odds is always better than evens, so you want to do those. I put dots in the center of my flowers, so boop and boop. I put a white heart on one of my trees. This painting is a lot like your other one, except lighter colors, and you added a swing and people and clouds. It's beautiful. I'm going to watch the replay to get this one down. Thank you for sharing. Yes, thank you for showing up, Crystal. Thank you so much. Welcome to the fam, hun. And so I put a little heart on one of my trees. And the last thing you need to do is your water line. Now, when you do your water line, make sure you skip over your tree trunk and over your rope. And if you mess up, just put the black back in. So what you want to do is along the bottom of your mountains, you just want to put white going across the bottom of your mountains. Also, if you happen to have it be like not so straight or whatever, this is another little trick to kind of make your mountains underneath. Notice I'm moving my hand, not the brush. It's another little trick to kind of straighten those out for yourself. You love this project. It's your first time, but won't be the last. Thank you so much, Janet. Welcome to the fam, guys. Oh, yeah. Every Friday and every Tuesday we hang out. Yes. I love having new family members. Awesome. Again, make sure you skip over your tree and your swing. Don't put the white going through there. And I'm moving my hand, not the brush. And bam, there we go. So you guys are all set. You too, you like hanging out too? Yay! Yes, of course we like hanging out. So you guys are all set. This one's a lot of fun. Have a lot of fun with it. Next Tuesday is going to be hummingbirds. Next Friday is going to be the hummingbird and hibiscus. So get yourself a nice tall canvas And I did post on the event page how to do lettering. And I did post on the event page how to do flowers. So if you guys want to brush up on some of your skills before Friday. Thank you so much, Bonnie. You're really, you're hitting me right in the feels tonight, Bonnie. I love you. Mwah. So, and I have more paintings coming out. You will see the events posted. You are so welcome, Maggie. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. And, you will see the events posted. I am on YouTube. I am on Instagram. I am on TikTok. So, and all the links and everything else you can see on my page. So follow along. If you'd like a brush set, message me. They're $25 plus shipping and handling. If you want to purchase one of my paintings, the originals, message me. I could also customize them any way you would like. If you want to just send me some support, the stars button is activated. Again, Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. That is all posted on the event page. And thank you so much, everybody, for joining me tonight. I hope you have a lot of fun with this one. If you ever want to contact me for any reason whatsoever, thank you, Christine, so much. If you ever want to contact me for any reason whatsoever, if you're working on something or have a question or anything, on the top of my Facebook page, there's the button that says message. Just message me through the Facebook. And thank you, Carolyn. You enjoy your weekend, too. Thank you, Bonnie. You enjoy your weekend, too. Thank you so much, guys. That is the best way to contact me. So just message me through Facebook if you ever have any questions or concerns. Or if you're working on a project and you don't know how to do something, I will help you. Yes, Sue, full house tonight. Sue, I hope everything's working out with your car and it's not setting you back too much, lovey. So, you know, I'm going to send you some prayers of peace. Thank you so much for joining me, Amy. I hope to see you again. So I bestow upon you some peace and some serenity, because when your car breaks, it really stinks. I understand. You have a good night, Renee. What is my Facebook page and YouTube, please? Okay, Maggie, I'm going to post those links right now for you. All right, so let me, I'm not so good with buttons, and but let's see. My Facebook page, you're on it now. If you're on this video, you are on my Facebook page. So that is my Facebook page. And my YouTube page is YouTube is, where's the button? This is my YouTube. There you go, Maggie. There you guys go. So look at our roll call tonight, guys. You are all so amazing. Welcome to the fam, every single one of you. This video was epic, to say the least. And I really appreciate all of you being here with me tonight. And I hope that you all have a safe and happy weekend. Thank you, Barbara. You all warm my heart. And have fun and go create, okay? Good night, everybody.